We're in Harold Wood, it's near Romford, about half a mile from the station. Just give an example of what tends to happen once a CPZ is put into place. You find that you've got lots of lines and lines of empty. There are some cars parked, lines and lines of empty slots with an abundance of off-road parking. Before the CPZs were put in place, of course, all these were nice front gardens like this one here, but now CPZ in place and that's what we've got, just blocks, concrete blocks. I mean, some of the fences look quite nice, but to be honest, a car at the front of a building as compared to grass, there's only one winner in my mind. Just to show this isn't a one-off, we'll go down the adjoining street, and this isn't a one-off example of what happens. Here we are. I just thought I'd say a typical example of a beautiful garden which hasn't succumbed to the temptation of paving over. Quite beautiful. This here is an example of another paved over front garden. Drop curb hasn't yet been installed. I'm sure this quite beautiful front garden will go the same way. Okay, we're on the adjoining road. There we have about I suppose about 20 empty slots. There's a few cars parked at the far end, and the same, rather than pay the money, there we are, look, beautiful flat nothingness. Beautiful, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And that's your residence parking notification. Quite incredible. Just finished speaking to one of the residents along here. Comments are, I can't see why they bothered. There we are. So sometimes in summation, we always have a little slot there, empty as per normal. Yellow lines, all empty. Road completely devoid, but everyone along here has converted, where possible, their front gardens into a very ugly parking slot. So those people complaining about the inability to park, just be careful of what you wish for. You might end up, which some people don't mind. I think that if you're going to pave over your front garden, then that is it adds to the asset value of your property now, but it certainly doesn't enhance, in my mind, the beautification. Now, of course, CPZ has to have a finish point, so here we are. This is where the zone ends, and of course this is where we get what's called all the displacement parking, and I'm sure the residents along here will be requesting a CPZ to be put into place along their road. So a CPZ needs a border, like a major road, a field, or an unoccupied area, which forms the border, almost like a barrier to the CPZ spread. Otherwise, all the neighbours along the adjoining streets are just going to want CPZs, and so it spreads. And of course, once the CPZ is put in place, then we have your empty slots, because people would prefer to park in their front gardens, or former front gardens, than pay a charge. Thank you very much for watching this video.